there's no reason for you to be down here if you're going to fall asleep. So anyway. Yeah, so anyway, this farm has been going pretty well, and I think that doing the logging was a good move on my part. And I think that Wolverine really helped too. I tell you what, once I got that thing running, I started making a lot of money. Unfortunately, like you just saw the beginning of it where I haven't run those in a while, so I was making a lot of mistakes with it, but I've gotten to the point where I'm not making those stupid mistakes anymore, and I'm just actually running it. So one of the things that you can do that's nice is you pull it up to a certain spot, and then you just keep bringing trees to that spot, and you just keep, cutting the trees down over and over again. I'll show you what I mean. And when you do it and you bring them to the same spot, then they pile up into one big pile. It makes it much faster to load them onto the wagon. In fact, if you have a front loader with the big log grapple, that can actually be a good way to do it very quickly too. So, there's that option also. But yeah, mowing grass is probably the worst way to get grass for silage, or to make silage, but it's a good way to do it, like I've said, on the cheap. Really the best way is to do corn. I mean, you could even get a crone with a mowing header and a trailer, and you could collect a lot faster than this, because the chaff, you collect chaff a lot faster than grass. So that would be another way to do it. But we are going to head down the animal husbandry track with this farm. Something that I don't, normally stress on my games. Like, if you've watched my seasons, yeah, I'll throw an animal in here or there, but I don't do a whole lot with them. So this is going to be the first farm where I really stretch out my legs. Now, I'm going to warn you ahead of time. Don't get too emotionally attached to this, because what's going to end up happening is when that new Eastern European farm comes out, I'm probably going to immediately go into Season 5. Reason being is because people are going to want to see the new DLC, and that will help my views go up and help my channel grow. So I will be playing this quite a bit. I mean, we have from now until the end of October. Right now it is the beginning of October, right? Let me think about this. I think October starts this week. I'm pretty sure it's, I think today's like the 30th of September. So it's the blood moon, actually, which is crazy. It was a cool eclipse that we got to see tonight. So there's a month. I have to get my next YouTube payment in, which will be enough money for me to get the mod. And then the mod comes out on the 29th of October. So we have a good 30 actual days to record, which will probably bring us to 4 or 5 days into this farm. Which, as you know, in the farm sim game, that's like a year. Most of my seasons only last like 2 or 3 days. So, but we'll start an Eastern European farm and, try a different route that way. So, looking at the new equipment, making money. That one we probably will use silage, because I want to be able to buy all the equipment so we can try it all in the video series. So we'll call it something like the Eastern European DC. Something real exciting to draw people in. Are you drawn in? I'm really glad you guys are enjoying my channel. Shout out to Dennis Mann for always being there with the good comments, and I think it's Jade Storm, Summer. I mean, you guys have all been really good. Everybody that comes in here and comments, I know Nico, JT, even Jipner has come in, and my gosh, I'm forgetting a bunch. There's a whole bunch of you guys that come in here and leave good comments, and always have good ideas for how to do the farm and different things that we can try for different maps. And I'm just so appreciative of everybody that is involved in this process. And if I didn't shout your name out, don't be sad. Those are the people that came to the top of my head. I don't have a list in front of me. So, but there is a large number of you that come on here and comment regularly, and I really appreciate your comments. And you guys are what keep this channel going. So, yeah. So we're gonna keep mowing. I'm almost done here, and then we're gonna switch over to logging once I hit 100%. Love this new tractor. It is a much faster tractor than the one that we were using before. The AgroStar is pretty cool. That front loader one that I have is nice. Though I may end up trading up here in a little bit to maybe the New Holland. I don't know. We'll see. Or even maybe just a steer. Something that's going to be a little more efficient. Crap. Like, the only thing I don't like is this. When you're full, it keeps the mower going, but it shuts down the... All right, so there's 2 loads. And we're going to have to do more. But this will at least get the silage process going. And, you know, like I said, I might just, you know, get that crone set up as soon as possible and buy the field. Because really, honestly, $200,000 in logs, we could make that at the end, before the end of today, before the sun goes down. So let's go ahead and get this dumped off, and then we'll get that going. Because, heck, we could even mow grass. Okay, I can get the grass attachment and put it on the 500. Though I might do the New Holland one because that one's a little smaller in size. But and we'll need to keep the mower and the collection wagon because we're going to need to collect straw so we can dump it in our cow pasture. And we're also going to need to collect, pardon me, when we start to feed the sheep. In fact, we probably should do one more load at some point today to do the sheep, but the sheep are so far away. In fact, I might even buy, we'll leave this one down here, I might even buy at some point a second Euroboss, keep that one by the sheep, and then keep this one over here. Because, you know, you got to think distributed farm. This farm is very distributed. The cow pasture is in the far south, and the unfortunately the sheep farm is like way north. So they're nowhere near each other. So it's hard. It's going to be hard to share equipment between those 2 locations. So we'll probably just have one set up for each location. And we're going to take the JCB back up to the main farm here. Whoops. And we'll continue doing some logging. Hopefully you'll see me do a little better tonight, though I am getting tired. It's late. And I do have to go to bed soon because I have a photo shoot in the morning early. So let's get the JCB back up to the farm. Yeah, I think I made the right choice with this tractor. This is a good middle-of-the-road tractor as far as horsepower goes, and it's fast. So here we're going 71 kilometers an hour. It's one of the fastest tractors in the game. Beep, beep. I am totally lost right now. I have no freaking idea where I am. Whoa, wait a minute. I know where I am now. Wow, I really went the wrong way. Okay, there's my farm up on the hill. Wow. That was totally rookie mistake there. Yeah, so we got a poor farm right now. Look at that. My money is down really low, though. Like I said, we'll be bringing in a crop tomorrow, so we'll have some money there. Oh, I should have brought that collection wagon up. Shoot, I forgot. I'm going to have to collect the hay tomorrow. Oh, well. What are you going to do? We'll have more money before then. Maybe I'll just buy 3 of those. Dang it. Crapsicles. Yeah, this is a fast tractor. So we're going to wash her up, put her away for the night. I don't know, we might be out running this again later, we'll see. It's always fun to drive new equipment, isn't it? That's what this game's all about. Alright, so let's back up here. Here. Who the heck is calling us at 1:30 in the morning? kids are probably playing video games with their friends. Ryan does that. He gets up in the middle of the night, they play. I'm like, oh, guys. I did get the stump grinder because I was having issues getting stuck on stumps. So, push this over here. Alright, so I'll show you what I mean. If we pull this out. Oh. Whoa. Really jerking me around. Jerking me around. Alright, so we're going to rotate this way. Turn this way a little bit. Oops, wrong way. Okay, come on. There we go. Just trying to get it lined up with the road here so that it's kind of like in the same place. And then you just cut. Hopefully I'll press the right button. I'm hoping right now this is the right button. And this is one thing that I don't like about this tractor. I don't know if this is the case with all of them, but the cut length every time you get in it defaults to 1. So now I've got a little stumpy log that's worthless. Thanks. At least I pressed the right button, huh? There we go. You can see here, this makes a nice pile here. Even if I don't get the other ones in this exact pile, it makes for fast loading. Now we will get into the other end of forestry where we put everything back because we are going to have to, this forest is going to be decimated when I'm done. But I'm not going to regrow here because this is like funky, bouncy, rocky terrain. I'm actually going to buy a field and we're going to make a nice grove of trees, kind of like what Paul's done on the server. If you go on our Westbridge server, you'll see on field number 7, Paul has made a very nice tree layout there. Our server farm. I haven't been on there in a while. I apologize, guys. I've just been real busy with work. By the time I get done, it's like midnight. Like literally, I worked till 11:40 tonight, and it's a Sunday. Just show you what kind of schedule I've been keeping lately. It's just that's how things are going with my business. I'm so far behind. I've got, yeah, you know the story. It's just really busy. So people wanting their stuff. Where's my photos? Where's this? Where's that? And I'm like, it's coming. These are some nice big logs, man. That's a big tree. Crap. I hate when they leave branches. It's always like the same one, too, that leaves it. Oh. Crap cycles. So we can clear this up. Come on. Really? There we go. Yeah, it's like I'm not even near it and it goes off. Which tree is it attached to? This one? Well, good enough. I'll clip it when I get a better shot at it. It's just not working out there. So you can see here, that's where this guy comes in. It's a fast log processor. No, I don't really want those to roll away, but press the wrong button. All right, so let's hop out here, and we'll push those back up again. So we're gonna hop in our little Dutzfahr front loader. Line this trailer up like that. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. That's better. Okay. And we're going to rescue these logs here. There's a little stumpy log. We'll start with this little crappy log, huh? I guess because it really seems to want to be picked up. No, don't really want to do that. I'll go this way with this. Okay, we're not going to cooperate at all. Not even one bit, are we? Like I said, I'm getting great at this logging stuff. It's going real smooth. There's got to be one log that's got to be a problem child here. Yeah, there we go. That should do it for a second anyway. It's just flying up in the air there. Bug. Das wie goal. Happy tractors. Oh, so I don't remember if I recorded this or not. I don't think I did, but I went to Nashville this past week, and on my trip down, I saw a New Holland 970 in the field harvesting corn, and I saw a John Deere, I'm not sure what it was, that was also harvesting corn. I saw a bunch of John Deere and case tractors with double wheels carting around logging trailers, which was really cool, like the auger wagons and semi-trucks along the sides of the fields that they were loading those auger wagons into. Several instances of seeing stuff like that. I also saw, which is really cool, I passed a JCB dealer in, I want to say it was kind of halfway between Cincinnati and Columbus, and they had an older fast track, like that all-wheel steering one that I've shown before in my videos. And then they had the tractor that I'm driving right now. Oh, that's crap. Oh, well, that log's a loss, pretty much. Maybe I can get it later once I have all these logs on and there's nowhere for it to fall through. They had the fast track, like what I'm driving right now, the JCB that I just bought. They had one of those at the dealership, too, which was really cool. I was like, oh, look. That was the only modern one they had, though. Everything else was, like, older equipment that they were working on. And then, they had a couple, like, JCB front loaders, that kind of stuff. So, but they didn't have a lot of the tractors. They just had the two tractors there. But I thought, wow, that's cool. I've never seen one in real life before, so that was neat to see that. I also passed a dealership, but I'm going to have to look up the brand name. It was, they were silver harvesters with some, with white and black, like black stripes and black and white lettering. And I can't remember the name. It was it was like O'Connor or something like that. It was not a typical tractor name that I'd seen before, but it was a big dealership, and they had a ton of them. They had a whole bunch of them in there. So I don't know if there's like if there's new companies coming out, but it's cool to see some brands I'd never seen before. I also passed a farm that had some. We were talking about those Mahindra tractors, the Indian ones, and there was a farm that had a bunch of those on them. I don't know if they're cheaper. There's another Indian brand out there. Crap, I'm going to do that. I can't remember the name, but there is another one out there that is Indian that they're selling in the States now. And if any of you can think of it, that'd be great to put in your 2 cents, because I don't remember what the name was. Stop it. Gosh. The little logs are the ones that kill you. It's not the big ones. It's those little miniature logs. They get in the way. They don't load up easily. They just cause all kinds of problems. Oh, come on. Cut the thing. Now, one of the issues with this tractor that I've noticed is that what we just saw there, that is full speed back up. It is a very slow backing tractor. It does not move backwards fast. And that's that can be a bit of a hindrance when you're trying to do things quickly. That's probably one of the reasons why the front loaders are a little better to do. And I honestly would sell this thing for that little JCB, the logging truck, but unfortunately that doesn't have a trailer hitch, so it becomes kind of useless delivering logs. But you can see now, even now, like with this new cutter and using it the right way without disconnecting things every time I try to use it. That Wolverine, that loading the load, loading the logs, or loading, yeah, the logs is a little bit faster than it used to be. I'm gonna go on this end for a little bit because I have a feel these things won't roll down this hill if I don't get to them, especially this last log. That's gravity issue right there that we talked about, the physics thing. Need to hire somebody to fix that. I was just afraid that guy was gonna start rolling down the hill, and I don't want that, so. But this tractor is, I think, for logging, this mod Dutzfar with the front loader arms probably is the best bang for your buck for logging. It's not a cheap tractor to maintain daily, but it has weight to it. It's not, you know, the Steyr and the New Holland 475 are both very small tractors, especially the New Holland. It's really small. So this tractor has, you know, the price of the New Holland, the maintenance of an old-fashioned car, and but the weight of the heavier New Holland, the 160 horsepower one. So it's got some weight behind it, which helps it, you know, just be a little more stable when you're logging. Though any of the tractors do okay. You know, the Steyr does fine. Even the little New Holland 475, I've used it to load logs, and it can do it. It's not terrible, but this does just have, it's a little bit larger tractor. I think in real life you probably would be wanting something a little bigger like this to do logs with. I don't know. Like I said, some guys, you know, like when they get older, that's like their dream to have like a Ferrari or a 57 Chevy or a Porsche. I was like, my dream is to have a 475 with a mowing attachment and a shovel, so when it snows in the winter I can plow my driveway with it, and then I can mow my lawn with it. And I honestly probably don't even need a covered tractor, though in the winter it would be nice to have the cabin. We don't get that. Well, no, that's not true. You know, our cul-de-sac does get snowed in. And it'd be fun to be able to help the neighbors out and just go out there with my little tractor and dig everybody out when we have a bad snowstorm. But it's expensive, obviously. But instead of having a Ferrari, I would just buy a tractor. We'd never get any speeding tickets. We'd never get it ripped off because I wouldn't leave it outside. It'd be parked in my garage. Oh, sorry. That's that stupid microphone. And then, you know, it's totally practical. Though probably way overkill. In fact, I saw another one there, and I'm not sure what it was. They make one that's... Oh, no. Oh, well, yeah, what are you going to do? The last log, of course, is going to be the problem child. It's going to roll away. They make one that is a smaller, believe it or not, than the 475. That has a cabin. I can't remember what it is, but I want to get a New Holland. I really like those tractors. I'm sure they're extremely expensive. I would imagine even the 475 probably in real life is... Well, I don't know. I mean, I think the game at 64,000 probably is a little bit cheap, though that's euros, so maybe that is what it costs in euros. I don't know what it will cost in dollars. It would probably be about $100,000, I would imagine. I think euros are worth about 40% more. I'll have to look it up. But my guesstimate would be that it's got to be close to $100,000 for that tractor. I know farm equipment's like super expensive, so I don't know how these guys afford it. I really don't. I mean, I guess they have to take loans out, but I mean, after a while, you'd be tapped out, wouldn't you? Like, I mean, to get a single tractor, you know, like a 60 or 7, or I'm sorry, 100 or 200 horsepower tractor, you're looking at, you know, big money. All right. So this should be. I'm gonna rough estimate that between the train and the regular load, we got about probably 20,000 to $25,000 right here. So really, there's the only downside with the logging is that the speed that you're seeing me go is about as fast as I can go with this. The only way that this could get faster is for me to buy a front end loader, which I might do. Like a big front end loader that can tackle like 5 or 6 log pardon me. Tackle like 5 or 6 logs at once. Because that's going to make, you know, the loading go a lot faster. If you pick up 3 or 4, well, I think it picks up maybe 4 or 5. I think it's like 6 logs. So if you could load this thing in like 2 or 3 scoops, that would make it go even faster, you know. But whatever. They're still the front loaders are expensive. The cheapest one I think is like 150. So that's a no-go right now. Press the... Dang it. I had to move my hand and I hit the cord. Sorry. Saying press the button, Frank. Toot, toot. The engine needs a sound. It makes no sound. It's just like... It's the most silent train I've ever heard. Maybe it's electric. It's electric. I'm ready for bed, folks. Alright, so this week I gotta make some World of Tanks videos. I haven't made a World of Tanks video since the Kanonen Jagdpanzer. So if you're a World of Tanks watcher, I apologize. We will be jumping back into World of Tanks here this week. I had to go to Nashville last week, and that really cut my recording week short. So I was gone for 2 days. Plus, that made me go behind my work schedule for a little bit. So now I'm like way behind on work. Let's go here for the night. Nah, we need to do more logging. It's only 2:30. 2:30. So we need to log our arses off. But still, that was nice. That was a nice take, wasn't it? Let's see. I had 18,000, and so that took us up to 53, 18 to 28, 28 to 38, 38 to 48. Wow, that was a $33,000 load. Yeah, I mean, just this thing paid for itself already twice over. So these are shorter trees here. Monarchs. Yeah, just clear cut. Feel bad about this, but that's how it goes. We'll replant the forest. Sorry, little forest. We'll replant you, we promise. Alright, guys. So I'm gonna keep logging here and logging and vlogging. So I will see you guys in the next exciting episode. What we're gonna be doing is once I reach, I'm going to say we're going to need about $240,000 or the end of the day, whichever comes first. We are going to take a look at purchasing a silage harvester. Geez, we might even need more money than... Dang it. This Wolverine keeps rolling after I'm done going. We might even need more money than that because we're going to have to buy a corn seeder. I don't have a seeder for corn right now. So anyway, let me think about this. Let's just say probably to be safe. No, this is my joystick going bad. 250,000 probably. Though I suppose if it's just that small field, we could just use the small seeder and cultivator to plant it, but it would just be so much more efficient to do it with the fast seeder. It's got to be cultivated anyway, though, because corn has to be cultivated. Maybe we could just buy the cheap seeder and the cultivator, the one that I sold, and use it down there for just planting corn. There'd be cheap stuff. We can afford anything we want. We have tons of lumber. There's at least 2 more forests that we can harvest here, so I should have literally millions of dollars worth of trees that I can cut down. I am the Lorax. Alright, so here we go. That's going to need one more tree there for... Oh! Jeepers. Sorry, guys. Dang this microphone. Alright, well, with that, I am going to call it a good night. But as you can see, the logging is definitely going a lot smoother than it was because I've figured out what I'm doing. So sorry about the audio cutouts and stuff. That's I'm going to have to work on that. I don't know if it's the cable, but I have a sneaking suspicion it's the microphone because ever since Goosey knocked it over, it's been doing weird stuff. So, all right, guys, have a great night, and be sure to subscribe. See you on the fields and in the forests and in the valleys and on the mountains. You get the point.